So variables are of three types. What are they? Three types of variables. Three types of variables. What are they? First one is local variables.
Local variable.
I think yesterday we discussed about local variables, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so local variable is a variable which belongs to a block of code. Am I correct? Local variable is a variable which belongs to a block of code. That means its lifetime and its scope is only within the block. Outside the block, that variable doesn't exist. Am I correct? So local variable is a variable
Yes, sir.
which belongs to a block of code. That block of code can be either a for loop or while loop or if loop or switch, anything, any block. Okay, so the scope and lifetime of that variable is there within the block. That is about local variables. And what is second type of variable? What is the second type?
Instance variable.
Instance variable, and it is also called as instance variable is also called as
Object variable.
which one?
Object variable,
Yeah,
sir.
good. Object variable. Object variable. So what is an object? Can anyone tell what is object?
It is an instance of a class.
Good. Object is the instance of a class. So object instance variable is a variable which belongs to an object. So instance variable is a variable which belongs to the class, to the object of the class, object of the class. Okay, so the scope and lifetime of that variable is throughout the program, throughout the program. And how do you access the variable? How do you access the variable?
By using dot operator.
Yeah, we have to use a dot operator for accessing that variable. That means you have to mention to access the variable or function, instance variable or function. What syntax you have to use? Object name dot variable name. Okay, or function name. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the way you have to use, or in this way you have to use object name dot function name. Yesterday I think we have done a small program for this one. If you are having,
Yes, sir.
yeah, we have done a small program. For example, if you are having an employee class, and we are having three objects, E1, E2, and then E3. That means for every object we will be having the variables of the employee class. Am I correct? Memory is allocated for each and every object variable. So if you want, for example, if the employee class is having employee number, employee name, and employee salary, you will have data for each and every object. Okay. For example, I want to access employee number. I have to use e dot eno. Are you understanding? E2 dot envo and then E3 dot envo. That means I'm accessing what? I'm accessing the employee number variable of E1 object, comma E2 object, E2 object and E3. So this is about what? This is about instance variables. I think you understood about instance variables. Now we shall discuss about the new thing called as, what is third type? What is third type?
Static variable.
Static variable. Static variable. Static variable is also called as, static variable.
Class
Static
variable.
variable is also called as class variable. Okay. If anyone asks you about class variable, you have to mention only about static variable only. Okay. Is also called as class variable. Why? The reason is that means it belongs to a class. Object variable belongs to what? Object variable belongs to the object, but whereas static variable belongs to the class. So static variable or class variable belongs to the what? Belongs to the class and not the object. Class and not the object. Understood? Did you understand the difference between instance variable and static variable? Instance variable belongs to the object, but whereas static variable belongs to the class. Okay. So to create a static variable or a static function, which keyword we have to use? Which keyword we have to use? We have to use a keyword static. Okay, static. Okay. Now, as I told you that the static variable or class variable, static variable is shared between all the objects. For example, I will show you a small diagram so that you can understand easily. I am having a class. This is my employee class. What is my class name? Class name is employee, and I am having three variables: employee number, employee name, and then salary. What are these three called as? Can anyone tell?
Data members.
Data member variables. Okay, those three are called as data member variables, and this one what I am writing now is called as what? Data member functions. Okay. Print employee. There are two So I am having a class called as employee, where I am having 3 data member variables and 2 data member functions. Now I am creating 3 objects. What are those 3 objects? For example, I will give it as, this object name is E1, this object name is E2, and this object name is E3. Okay, that means if all these objects will have their own copy of data member variables, am I correct? All these objects will have their own copy of data member variables, instance variables, am I correct? E1 will have its own copy of employee number, E1 will have its own copy of employee name, E1 will have its own copy of salary. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
E2 will have its own copy of employee number, E2 will have its own copy of employee name, E2 will have its own copy of salary. In the same way, if you are having one more object, employee E3, E3 will have its own copy of employee number, E3 will have its own copy of employee name, and E3 will have its own copy of salary. That means every object will have their own copy of data members. See, member functions are, they won't have any other copies, they will be sharing it, all the objects. Okay, now what is a class? Now what is a class variable? For example, I am having one more variable called as, like, something like count, view count. And this one is, I'll give it as, this one is static. This one I gave it as static. Understanding? So in this class, how many members are there? How many member variables are there? Can anyone tell now? In the employee class which I have created now, how many member variables are there?
So, 4.
4. What are they? Employee number, employee name, and then salary. And again we are also having one more variable called as count,
View.
view count.
View count.
View count. So among these 4, what are employee number, employee name, and salary? Those 3 are instance variables. Understanding? But whereas view count is an class variable. View count is a class variable. Understood? So class variable will have only one copy for the entire class. Class variable will have only one copy for the entire class, and all the objects should share that copy. Have you understood now?
Yes, sir.
So view count, even though you are having 3 objects, employee 1, E1, E2 and E3, view count will be there only one copy, and that the view count belongs to which class? Employee class. And all the 3 objects, E1, E2 and E3, should share the view count variable. Understood? Got some knowledge about instance variable and static variable?
Yes, sir.
If you are using instance variable will have a separate copy for each and every object. But whereas for a class variable, only one copy is made, and it belongs to a class, and then all the objects should share that copy. Understood? And then, so this point is very important point for that you have to understand. So static variable is a variable which will be having only one copy, and then that copy belongs to a class, and then all the remaining objects should access that variable as in a shared basis. Okay? And then how do you access class variables? So to access, how do you access instance variables? How do you access instance variables in your program?
By using dot operator.
How do you you use dot operator? How do you use dot operator? You have to mention object name dot variable name. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You have to mention the object name first, and then you have to mention the variable name. That means that variable belongs to that object. Okay. So to access static variables, we have to use the class name. That means you have to mention class name dot class variable name. Okay. See, you can also mention object name. There is no problem, but there is only one instance, no, but it belongs to the class only. So generally, how do you access static variables? By using the class name dot variable name. So in this example, how can I access view count? In this example, how can I access view count? Girls, can you tell me? In the example I have given, I want to access the view count variable. How can I access? How do you access? Can anyone tell? You have to mention class name. What is the class name here?
Employee.
Employee dot view count. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then how do you access instance variable names? By using object names and the variable name, instance variable name. So here how many objects are there? 3 objects. For example, if I give e3 dot, sorry, so if I give e3 dot salary, that means what I'm accessing? What I'm accessing here? I'm accessing the salary object, salary variable of which object?
E3 object.
E3 object. See, I can also give e3 dot view count, but it will be same thing for the class. Understanding? There is no problem if you use e3 dot view count, but you will get the same value only which was there for the class. Okay. So what is the main problem of this one? See, this one is shared by class variable is shared by all the objects. If one object is modifying the class variable, what happens to the other objects? See, there is a variable called as view count. The view count is modified by object called as e1. It is modified. So what happens for the other objects? They will get the shared. They will get updated value. No. As it is used by, see, one pen, for you to easily understand, you are having your own books, your own textbooks. What are those called as? You are all student class. You are all student objects, and everyone is having their own textbooks. Textbooks are everyone has having their own textbooks. They are all called as instance variables. Am I correct? If everyone is having their own textbooks, we call it as instance variables. For example, there is only one textbook. And every student should access, should share it. And what is it called as? What is it called as? Class variable. Am I correct? Compare everything with your real life. There is a student class. In the student class, we are having textbooks, and every student is having their own textbook. That means you can modify your textbook in whatever way you want. Am I correct? You can write your name. You can write whatever thing in your textbook. No one is going to object you. But whereas the class variable is shared by all the objects. Am I correct? So if one person is modifying the class variable, what happens for the other people? Will they see the updated one? Girls, are you understanding what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
See, for
Sir.
example, you are having a textbook. The textbook is shared by all the students. If one student is writing his own name, her own name on the textbook, can all the students, can all the other people, other students can see the same name which was written there on the textbook? They can see
Yes,
it, no?
sir.
They can see it,
Yes,
no?
sir.
That means it is shared. If one person is modifying the data, it is seen by other people in terms of class variables. But whereas if in terms of object variables, it is independent to each and every object. That means we can do whatever you want. Understood? Okay, now we shall write a small program for this one for you to understand. So static, the same thing applies for static member function also. Static function also. Okay? Static function is a function. It is also called as class function, and it belongs to a class. And then how do you access your static member function? Static function, you have to access by using what? Class name dot function name. Okay? So now we shall write a small program for this one. Let me save this one first. Okay. Desktop, class notes. What is today's date?
11th November.
11th. No? Sorry. Yeah. Open. Okay. Now new. So I'll create a small class. Class static test. My class name is static test. I write public static void main string args here I will mention int I. Okay, I will also mention static int j. So in this class, how many variables are there? My class name is static test. There are two variables. What are they? I and j.
Okay.
And what is I?
I is instance variable.
And then j is a static variable or a class variable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will mention it as private. Something like private. And this one is private. Something. Now I will create an object. Object for this static test. I'll give it as test is equal to new static test. See, and one more thing, static variables will have default values. Static variables will have their own default values. I have to write that point. This one is saved as Java programs static test.java, and then all programs, this one. Now class notes. So static variables, what is other point? Other point is static variables are initialized to default values. So what is the default value of integer? It's 0. Okay, default values. In the same way for other variables also. Okay, now let me D drive. Java programs. What is the name? Static test.java, no? Yeah. So now I want to access the J variable. J. How can I access the J? I have to mention class name dot variable name. Am I correct? Is it a static variable? Am I correct? So I have to. I want to display the value of J. So system dot out dot println the value of J is. How should we mention? What is the class name here? What is the class name? Static test. Static test dot J. You get the value of J. Then how should I access? Can I access I directly? The class name? Let's give me an answer. Can I access?
No, sir. We have to create an object.
Yeah, we have to create an object. Object is already created here. What is the object name here? Test.
Static test.
So you have to
Oh,
to access the I variable. You have to use what? The object name. You have to. So you have to mention. So value of I is. I cannot use this one. I have to use the object name. What is the object name? Test dot I. So let us save this program and compile. Let us see what will happen. Sorry, what did I open? Command, no? You have to go to D drive, CD Java programs, and then what is the class name you have given? Static test, no? So Java C static test.java. Did we get any error?
no, sir.
We don't get any error. Now what is the next thing we have to do? What is the next thing we have to do? Can anyone sum in what is the next thing we have to do? After doing this thing? After compiling, what is the next thing we have to do? Can anyone tell? After compiling the program, what will happen? And what is the next thing we have to do? Now your people are listening to the story. Alake, can you tell? After compiling the program, what will happen if there are no errors? Nabella, Nikita. After compiling the program, what is going to happen if there are no errors? And then what is the next thing you have to do after compiling the program to get the output? People are not giving any answer. Are you feeling shy or not understanding? At least you answer for this one. Are you not understanding? Or are you people feeling shy to answer? You give me a response. No one is going to scold you. Are you people there or not? Girls, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Then what about other people? No one is responding. Did you keep your earphone? Did you log in and did you go outside to do your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't know what is happening. Okay. So after compiling the program, what will you get? You will get the
Yes, sir.
You will get the class file. That means if there are no errors, compilation of the program will generate a class file. The class file is called as
Right.
huh? Class file is called as bytecode. Do anyone of you remember bytecode? So
Yes.
yeah, Java. Then you have to come execute it. Static test. What did you get? The output value of j is equal to 0 and value of I is equal to
0.
0. That means it got the default values. Now in this program, I'll add one more line. I'll give test.j. I'll give test.j. That means I'm accessing static variable by using what? By using object. Understood? I'm trying to access static variable by using an object. So what will happen? Can you check? There are no errors. Run the program. What did you get? The value of j is
0.
0. That means you can access your static variable by using class variable, class name or the object name. For example, here I'm creating one more object for you to understand. See, don't get confused about what I'm writing here. Test 1. Okay. See, now what I will do is here I will write static test dot j is equal to 20. Now can you tell me what will be the value of test dot this one? Joe, can you tell me what will be the output of this one? I'll write one more line. What will be the output of this one? Can you tell, Johar?
Yes, sir. It's like for last line, sir.
No. For this one, what will be the output?
Um, 0, sir.
0. Then after that, we are making it as 20. Am I correct?
Yes.
Then for
Yes.
this one, it will be 0. Am I correct? I is 0.
Yes, sir.
Then what will be the output of this one?
It will be 20, sir.
20. So that means
20, sir.
class variable we are accessing through object. So class variable we changed it. And what will be output for this one?
0, sir.
Why 0? We are accessing j. J is the static
Okay.
variable.
20, sir.
It will be 20. Okay.
Yes,
That
sir.
means you have no. Let me compile this program and see. Run the program. Did you get our output? Did you get the same output you told now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the static variable. So what is the main difference between static variable and instance variable? Can anyone tell? What is the main difference between static variable and instance variable? Static variable is
Accessed by using class name,
class
and
name,
instance variable is accessed by using an object name.
object name. That is one thing. What is the other one? Static variable will be only one copy for the entire class. Static variable there will be only one copy of memory for the entire class. But whereas at instance variable you will be having separate copy of memory location for each and every object.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is third one? Static variable. If you change the value of static variable, then what happens? It is reflected in all the objects. All the objects can see the change. But whereas if you change the instance variable, if you are making any modification, that modification is only private to that object. Okay? That
Yes,
modification is only
sir.
private to that object. But whereas if you modify your static variable, that modification is shown to everybody, every object or every class. For you to easily understand between the static variables and local variables, static variables and instance variables, the easiest way to understand is you are having your own textbooks, and other one is textbook is shared by multiple people. If you are having your own textbook, you can do whatever you want. Am I correct? But if the textbook is shared by multiple people, then what happens? If one person is changing it something, if one person is writing something in the textbook, everyone can see it when they get it. Am I correct? So this is about a static variable. And then what is static class, static method? I will have a method here, public static something like display j. Public static void. I think now you understood about why did we have static for the main method.
Sir, after display it is printed J, sir.
Yeah, I gave it as display j. Something my function name is display j. Okay,
Okay.
so system dot out dot println the value of j is plus j. Okay, now I want to call this one. How should I call? How should you call your uh, static function? By using class name. Am I correct? You have to use class name for calling your instance variable, instance function. You have to use your object name. So what is the class name here? Static test dot, what is the function? Display j. Are you people understanding this code which I am writing here? So this is a static function. This is a static
Yes, sir.
variable, and this is a instance variable. Now I want to call static function. How should I call a static function? By using your class name. You cannot use your object name. Okay? Now compile the program. There is no error. Run the program. What did you get? You again what is j from where? Let me show. J is from display j function. Is the value of j from display j function is now let me compile. Okay, did you understand the output? Now copy this example. Write down this example in your notes. Are you maintaining the separate notes, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So write down this program in your notes. So this I is an instance variable. J is an class variable or static variable. And what about this display? Is it an instance method? Is it a member function or class method? It's a class method.
Wonderful.
Why? Because we are using static here. it belongs to a class. So class method are static method or static function. Static method or static function. Okay. So what are you doing here? Access static member by using what? Using class name. See, I am writing comments for you to understand. Access static function using what? Using class name. Understood this program, everybody? Other people, sleeping people, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then so we stop now. So we discuss about local variables, static variables, and then instance variables. Those things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the next class we will discuss about the next topic, which is arrays.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So stop now. Okay. Okay, then girls. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.